Hi, welcome to Fear the Shadows Paranormal. I'm Lexi, I'll be your host for today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 most haunted places in Illinois, starting with McPike Mansion. McPike Mansion in Alton, Illinois is one of the most haunted locations in all of the United States. Paranormal investigators and those interested in the paranormal or otherworldly fly to this mansion every year in hopes of seeing a ghost. It's believed in whatever is haunting the building comes from a time well before the mansion was even built. Since the construction was completed in 1869, wherever the ghost originates from is actually ancient. Many actually think it's a Native American spirit, others say it's the ghost of that of a woman who was found dead in one of the mansion's bathtubs. Whatever the case may be, it's enough to attract thousands of curious people each passing year. Next on our list is Lincoln Park Zoo. While many furry creatures now inhabit the land where the Lincoln Park Zoo sits, it was once the town's cemetery. During the mid-1800s, the land was the final resting place of thousands of residents. At one time, more than 35,000 dead bodies were buried there. Most of them had been relocated over the years, but it's recently been discovered that more than 12,000 bodies are still buried there. When this was learned, rumors began circulating that the zoo is actually haunted. Whether it is or isn't, the belief is strong enough that the Lincoln Park Zoo holds events every year relating to the rumor. It draws in many paranormal lovers who love and hope to catch a glimpse of a long-dead apparition or two. Next on our list is the Rialto Square Theater. It is built in 1926. It is also said to be haunted by the spirits who used to perform there. It is believed that the suicides took place at the theater. Locals say a boy and 2 lovers jumped from the balcony. While the reason for doing so is completely unknown, the theater has been the focal point of many paranormal investigations. In fact, the Proof from Ghost Hunters recently investigated the grounds. They also claimed that it was one of the most haunted places that they had ever seen. Many guests claim to have seen spirits wandering about. The identity of these spirits is not known, but it is believed that they are the lost souls of those who met their tragic end on the inside of the building. Next up on our list is Bachelor's Grove Cemetery. It is believed by many to be America's most haunted graveyard. It was established around 1840. These burial grounds are the final resting places of only 82 people. There are, however, many more graves, but for whatever reason they were left unused. Those who visited the cemetery say that it is home to the White Lady, or the Madonna of Bachelor's Grove. The spirit is said to have been buried right next to her young baby. People claim to see a ghostly figure wandering the graves carrying a child, or even placing flowers next to said graves. Next up on our list is the Manteno State Hospital. It opened its doors in 1930. This mental facility was once the most advanced in existence. Business was good and the Manteno State Mental Hospital took care of many who suffered from mental illness. But unfortunately, it was not the help that they needed. Those who can get proper help elsewhere came here in the hopes of having their lives changed for the better. All was going well until tragedy occurred. In 1939, a typhoid ran right through the hospital, killing 47 of its patients. Since that day, the Manteno State Mental Hospital seemed to basically implode on itself. Patients kept piling in to the point that it soon became overcrowded. With too few staff to look over after everybody, malpractice quickly followed. Patients were dying left and right, forcing the mental hospital to forever close its doors by 1985. It has since been turned into a veterans' home, but the lingering souls appear to have never left. Cold spots, strange sounds, and eerie occurrences keep everybody on their toes to this day. Next up on our list is Old Joliet Haunted Prison. It's a horrifying sight if there ever was one. Joliet Prison is polluted with tragedy. Not only did it once hold murderers like John Gacy, but it also saw its own murder take place within its walls. In 1915, the wife of the prison's warden was murdered there. This does not sit well with the inmates. They actually held the warden's wife in high regard. She was lovingly referred to as the Angel of Joliet. With a nickname like that, she had to be somebody special. When the prisoners learned of her death, they rioted and took the law into their own hands. They tried to find out who killed her and wanted the killer to face his punishment of death. During its years in operation, Joliet Prison held many executions. It is believed that many of those who died there now haunt the grounds today. Due to public interest, restoration was done to the building in recent years. If you're so inclined, haunted tours are held at Joliet Prison. Maybe you'll have your own experience of the Angel of Joliet.